Breaking news, Deshaun Watson is the happiest man in the National Football League, as someone, not named him, is accused of misconduct at a massage parlor.
Another one.
Honestly shocking, the amount of massage-related allegations floating around the NFL, but it's not my place to judge. It's my place to give you the full story and give you my personal opinion. Now, let's start with the very basics and remembering that these are allegations. You are innocent until proven guilty. I will laugh at all the memes, but that doesn't mean this is all true. Let's dive in. So here's the initial report. This came out on January 30th. Ravens' Justin Tucker accused of inappropriate behavior by 6 different massage therapists. Now, it's important to say that this is where it started because this story has already developed with 3 additional massage therapists coming out after this initial article, which added a lot of credibility to it, and we'll get to that, but let's start here. 2 different spas say that they have banned Justin Tucker. He denies the bans, and the behavior that women say has left them emotionally scarred. Ravens kicker Justin Tucker engaged in inappropriate behavior at 4 high-end spas and wellness centers in the Baltimore region, according to 6 separate massage therapists, including exposing his genitals, brushing 2 of them with his exposed genitals, and leaving what they believe to be his nut on the massage table after 3 of his treatments. Bear in mind that YouTube does have guidelines against some of the words in here, so I'll just be subbing them out, but you get the idea. Several therapists said Tucker's behavior was so egregious that they ended his sessions early or refused to work on him again. And at 2 spas, management said they banned him from returning. This was my first red flag in the entire investigation. So supposedly, according to this article by the Baltimore Banner, 2 spas banned him from returning. And in Justin Tucker's official statement, he denies the bans. Is this not the most simple thing to prove? You simply contact the spa and you say, hey, is Justin Tucker banned? Now, there is a chance that there was a settlement or an NDA, something under the table to where the spa can't disclose that information, or maybe it's company policy not to disclose it, but how can this article claim that he's banned? And then Justin Tucker goes, no, I'm not banned. What is this he said, she said nonsense? Contact the spa, ask if he's banned. It seems like very poor journalistic integrity to not just contact the spa. Now, here's what one of the massage therapists said. She said that I've told people about this incident over the years and they act like it's either hot gossip or a joke, said one therapist who worked on Justin Tucker in 2016, but it was really degrading. Attorneys for Justin Tucker denied the allegations of inappropriate behavior, calling them speculative and impossible to prove. I will give one thing to Justin Tucker's attorneys. Yes, it is impossible to prove. Similar to the Deshaun Watson situation, it's impossible to prove unless you have video evidence of it occurring. It's just Deshaun's word against all the massage therapists. It's just Justin Tucker's word against all the massage therapists. The problem you run into, that Deshaun Watson ran into, is there's like 30 women coming out and saying it. That's 30 words against yours. It's tough to win that argument. Same thing here now for Justin Tucker. Started at 6, it's now up to 9, and it's only been 3 days. But yes, I mean, the attorneys are correct. It's impossible to prove, so you got us there. Now, the official statement from Justin Tucker. Mr. Tucker has never behaved inappropriately during any massage therapy session, and certainly never in the manner described by the Banner's reporting. Any suggestion to the contrary is a fictitious and utterly baseless claim. I did find this wording a bit intriguing. They say he never behaved inappropriately during any massage, and certainly not in the manner that the Banner reported. Didn't you already say that with this first sentence? He never behaved inappropriately during any massage therapy session? And then they double down by saying, but it wasn't like that, though. The wording of this almost seems to imply that Justin Tucker has behaved inappropriately, but that the Baltimore Banner reported it incorrectly. I think that this was a mistake by the attorneys. I don't think they should have worded it this way, and I think it works against Justin Tucker to specify. It's kind of like a lie of omission. You know when your friend says to you, hey, did you sleep with that girl? And she was like a 3, so you don't want to admit it. And you go, no, I didn't sleep with her. You did have sex with her, but you just didn't sleep in the same bed as her. Like you kicked her, she got an Uber home or something. That's a lie of omission. That was a horrible example what I just gave, but the way this reads is similar. He's never behaved inappropriately, and certainly never in the manner described. I wouldn't be throwing in that second sentence, but whatever. A Ravens spokesperson said that we take any allegations of this nature seriously and will continue to monitor the situation. The NFL said it will look into the matter. Now, here's the classic. Justin Tucker gave his full statement on this piece on Twitter, and he also disabled the replies. Not only that, but Justin Tucker posted this shockingly fast after the article came out. Keep in mind that this statement, this massive statement, came out the same day that the Baltimore Banner reported on it. To me, Justin Tucker knew this info was going to drop. He contacted his attorneys well ahead of time, and this entire statement has lawyer written all over it. If Justin Tucker wrote this, then fine. He's a big fucking nerd. But like, I guess what I'm trying to say is this does not look good for Justin Tucker. It looks like he knew this shit was going to come out. He was scrambling, and he contacted his lawyers to get ahead of it. That is my personal opinion. The allegations in the Baltimore Banner article about me are unequivocally false. Throughout my career as a professional athlete, I have always sought to conduct myself with the utmost professionalism. Okay, dude. I have never been accused of misconduct of any kind, and I've never been accused of acting inappropriately in front of a massage therapist or during a massage therapy session or during other body work. I just gotta say, this first paragraph by Tucker is really bad for his case because of the new article that just came out today. So after reading this first paragraph, I'm now gonna jump to the new news from today. So the new news from today is that 3 additional massage therapists are accusing Ravens kicker Justin Tucker of sexually inappropriate behavior, including one woman who said he stroked her thigh, a bunch of other stuff that I don't want to read out loud, but you get the idea. And this right here is where Justin Tucker really gets in trouble. One woman, a former employee of the luxury downtown Baltimore men's spa, the QG, produced what she said was an internal report of her experiences with Justin Tucker from 2015. So there is physical, handwritten documents from 2015. Allegedly, it is possible that this woman in the spa fabricated this document. They wrote it today, and they're just pretending it's from 2015. I want to say that that is possible. I find that incredibly unlikely. Here's what that letter said. I understand that Justin Tucker is an important client to the QG, but as an employee of the QG who has tolerated the previous interactions with him, I no longer feel safe or comfortable working with him. She wrote in the 2015 letter reviewed by the Banner on Friday. The woman chooses to remain anonymous to protect her privacy, is one of 3 massage therapists from the QG accusing Tucker of inappropriate behavior. In this follow-up article, it also produces the names of the spas where he is legitimately banned from. At 2 spas, Otis and Studio 921, management said they banned him from returning. So remember that initial article by the Banner just said he's banned from 2 spas. And then Justin Tucker goes on Twitter and says this: I have never received any complaints from a massage therapist, have never been dismissed from massage therapy or bodywork session, and have never been told that I was not welcome at any spa or any other place of business. So at this point in time, 100% someone is boldface lying. Before it was ambiguous, you could see how things could get misconstrued this way or misconstrued that way. For example, if someone said, hey, I'm uncomfortable working on Justin Tucker, does that mean he's banned? You could see how the story could spin out. But now, we've got a woman who claims in 2015 that she outright told the QG, I'm not working on Justin Tucker, this guy is completely inappropriate, and then he gets banned from 2 separate spas. That's what this article claims. Justin Tucker says, that's never happened ever. I don't know what you're talking about. So at the very least, someone is straight up lying. And I think that's really important to point out. Stories can be anything. 2 people can remember the same story completely differently, but this, somebody's lying. The reason I want to point that out is because in this paragraph here from Justin Tucker, once I reviewed the newspaper's allegations against me, it was apparent that the newspaper was deliberately misconstruing events as nefarious and were relying on third-party speculations to create the false, preconceived narrative about me that they believed would generate clicks. Frankly, that's a pretty solid statement when things were ambiguous, but this is no longer the deliberate misconstruing of an event. This is a 2015 letter that she wrote to her employer. You can't misconstrue a letter. It's handwritten and physical. And you can't misconstrue the fact that you are supposedly banned from these 2 spas. So all of this is either completely fabricated, or all of this actually happened And Justin Tucker is hoping that since nobody can really prove it, that he'll be able to get off scot-free. One thing I'd say for sure is I have absolutely no idea how this is gonna pan out. One thing to keep in mind, this all occurred a long time ago. 2015, it is so weird that this is coming out 10 years later. It's really bizarre to me. And one thing that Justin Tucker's lawyers mentioned that's very important is that the statutes of limitations on this have likely ran out, and there's almost no way for these spas to criminally prosecute Justin Tucker. He's not gonna get in any legitimate legal trouble. That seems incredibly unlikely unless new information comes out. What can happen is exactly what happened to Deshaun Watson. Now remember, Deshaun Watson settled out of court with everybody. Deshaun Watson didn't go to jail. Deshaun Watson didn't get in literal trouble. More than 24 women accusing him of sexual misconduct. He didn't get in any trouble. But what he did get is a $5 million fine and an 11-game suspension from the NFL. That's a very weird world we live in. The NFL is basically saying, Deshaun, we know you did some bad shit. So give us $5 million and you can't play for 11 games. But the justice system says, yeah, whatever. You paid the girls, walk free. So Justin Tucker kind of finds himself in a less, at least right now, a less serious version of the Deshaun Watson case. Deshaun Watson's had much better evidence, significantly more people, and was much, much more covered. Another interesting piece to this is he's the greatest kicker of all time. He's been a Baltimore Raven his whole life. If this comes out as verifiable that he did something wrong, are the Ravens now obligated to release him? That's kind of how it's always gone. It's like, if you're the team who has the player and some really bad shit happens, you're supposed to release them, but you don't have to. The Ravens could straight up just hang on to the dude. I do find it interesting that Justin Tucker did just have his worst year ever. This year was Justin Tucker's outright worst year. Is there a correlation? I don't know. Also, in literally incredible news, Ghetto Gronk is finally back up, which is awesome. There were allegations that I got Ghetto Gronk banned because he was like kicked off Instagram for like a week and a half, and it was right when the Lions lost to the Commanders. So it did work out in my favor. But he did post about this, and dude, some of these are literally so bad that I really can't go into it. So check out Ghetto Gronk if you want to see these. I legitimately can't. I can show this one. Like, I can show this one. Justin Tucker, when the Browns offer him a record-setting, fully guaranteed contract after thinking his career was over. Tell him. The reason I really wanted to pull this up, though, is because Ghetto Gronk compiled what I believe to be very interesting evidence in this case. I'm not going to call it evidence because we're talking about literal random people on Twitter and Reddit, which has got to be the least reliable source of all time. But it's very interesting. These Justin Tucker posts date back to 2021. So in 2021, this guy Adam, Justin Tucker must not have received his happy ending that he forced the masseuses to give him this week. Probably because he's banned from every spa in Baltimore. What? How on earth does a random guy have that information 4 years before this story breaks? Same thing for a random other guy, Jay Wick. Fun fact. Justin Tucker beats his meat prematurely and is banned from multiple salons in Baltimore. This corroborates what the article said, that he was actually banned from 2 spas. Adam, once again, he doubles down. Adam doubles down a month after his first tweet. I have from multiple sources that he is banned from a lot of spas in Baltimore because he has harassed the women that work there by trying to get extra services. Disclaimer, I have no personal proof besides stories from people I know that work in that industry. As an important disclaimer, this is always how these stories get out, right? Like, if the management of the spa doesn't want to ban Justin Tucker because he's so wealthy and so important in the Baltimore area, but one disgruntled employee had a horrible experience with him, those people go and tell their friends. Another one, Justin Tucker is canceled, but it's not my place to provide the reason. Let's just say he's been told by many massage places to never come back. This is in 2021. Be More Graven says this in 2024, so a couple months before the article breaks. So Justin Tucker is in the middle of divorce and is banned from multiple massage parlors in the Baltimore area. Would explain the misses. And here's a Reddit thread from 2 years ago. I just think it's safe to say there's a lot of piece of shit NFL players, and I wouldn't dare defend any of them. A girl I went to high school with is a massage therapist, and she put on Facebook a few months ago that Justin Tucker is no different than Deshaun Watson, and she wouldn't cave into Justin Tucker's demands, so she was told to leave. The massage studio told her they go with it because of the money involved, and that's how they can actually make a good living. If Tucker's getting weekly handies and finger popped and forcing women, then I'm sure there's even worse with these guys in the NFL. You're now pretty much caught up to speed on everything that has devolved in this case. I'm going to give you my personal opinion now. I think that if you see these tweets or these secondhand articles and you outright believe that Justin Tucker did this, I think that's a very dangerous way to be on the internet. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've been scrolling on like Instagram or Twitter and I just see an outright, completely factually incorrect story. I don't know if it's AI bots just farming engagement or what it is, but to look at Adam's tweet from 2021 and say, oh, Justin Tucker absolutely has done sexual misconduct with massage therapists, I don't agree with that. However, based on everything that's come out, based on the 2015 letter from a massage therapist, based on 9 separate women coming out, and based on the fact that, according to that article, he is banned from the spas, I do believe that Justin Tucker is guilty of sexual misconduct. That is my personal opinion. I wouldn't be shocked at all if these stories are exaggerated. I wouldn't be shocked at all if the truth is somewhere in the middle, that Justin Tucker probably has been inappropriate a few times here and there, maybe not to the level of Deshaun Watson. But unless new information comes out, it is gonna be really hard to prove this. The only thing that seems provable right now is that he's banned from spas. They have banned him because they got reports of misconduct. That there's a physical letter saying, I'm not working on Justin Tucker anymore because that guy's a scumbag. What do I think should happen to him? I don't think he can really face any legal trouble here, in my opinion. I have no legal background, by the way. I'm just literally telling you like I'd tell my friends if I was having a conversation with them. I think if better supporting evidence comes out, I think the Ravens should release him. I think that's kind of what you have to do in this scenario. I think the NFL should conduct their own investigation as thoroughly as they conducted the Deshaun Watson investigation. And if it's found out to be true, I expect them to punish him virtually as difficult as they punished Deshaun Watson. I don't think it'll be $5 million because that was the largest fine ever in NFL history. I don't think it'll be an 11-game suspension, but the NFL will likely conduct their own investigation and we'll see what happens there. The final thing I want to say on this is if new evidence comes out that exonerates Justin Tucker, shows that he is innocent, I will make a follow-up video. But as it stands, I don't think it looks good for Justin Tucker. I'm absolutely shocked that he made this statement on Twitter. I really am shocked. To call it desperate tabloid fodder, and then for the follow-up to be, hey, we actually have legitimate reports of you being banned and a legitimate letter of someone finding you inappropriate. I think this is a bad look. I think you can kind of tell it's a bad look because he fucking disabled replies. That's my take on it. Let me know what you think. I guarantee this story ain't done. Guarantee that. So we'll yap soon. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Justin Tugger.